Buenos dias, muchachos. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Seville, the pearl of Andalucia. I'm gonna spend here 48 hours discovering the best sights of this incredible city. Join me. Are you ready?
¡Claro que sí! ¡Vamos, chicos!
Vamos! Well, of course, the first point of interest of Sevilla is the amazing, huge cathedral. You cannot miss it. And even though the lines are a bit daunting, you should enter. This is the third biggest church in the world. UNESCO heritage site since 1987. It was previously a mosque and then has been converted into a church when the Christians took over the city of Seville in 1248. One of the main attractions of the church is the tomb of Cristoforo Colombo, who died in Spain, and his remains were moved from Sevilla to Santo Domingo to Cuba and finally back here in Sevilla, his final resting place. Anyway, there is a little of mystery about the remains of Cristoforo Colombo. What did you find out?
So guys, I heard the Spanish guide that was speaking about the tomb of Cristoforo Colombo. It looks like, actually, as you know, there is a lot of mystery around the remains of Cristoforo Colombo, and she said that according to the latest DNA results, there are 50 grams of Cristoforo Colombo in here.
Just 50 grams.
Just 50 grams, but maybe in the future, with other DNA analysis, probably things are going to change. So she said that we need to check in the future and see.
It's so huge that we got lost. It's a labyrinth of chapels, alleys. There's even a museum inside. It's time to climb. Included in the ticket, there is also the entrance to the Giralda Tower. Let's check it out. How many floors?
34.
34. Wow. The Giralda Tower was once the minaret of the mosque that was used for the call to prayer. 34, the last one. We're almost there. Wow, I can see the light, the heat.
I know. Are we going up through the butt of the stairs?
Here you go, guys. Wow, super crowded. Check this view. Another place you cannot miss is the Mercato di Triana, located on the other side of the river. Let's have a look.
¿Estás viendo tu empleado, no? Es el de Jerez.
It's lunchtime now, so most of the places are closing because the best time to come here it's early in the morning when the market is very active. Having said that, you still can find amazing tapas at a very good price. The atmosphere here is very nice. It's quite noisy, and well, if you're hungry, this is the best place to come. Guys, the weather is something unbelievable, right? 22 degrees, the 4th of February. That's why we are here. That's why we choose Sevilla for a city break. It's one of the few cities in Europe where you can enjoy more than 20 degrees in winter time, and it's totally worth it. Everyone here is either drinking or eating all day long. It's incredible. Like every single bar, restaurant is completely packed. And here we are in Plaza de España, Words cannot describe the beauty of this place. Built in 1928 for the Iberic American Exposition, which took place 1 year later. This it may be possibly one of the best squares I have ever seen in my life. It's simply stunning. Admiring a live flamenco performance at sunset on Plaza de España probably is gonna be the highlight of this Sevilla trip. I'm gonna learn dancing flamenco for me.
Of course.
What I love about this city is that everything is walking distance, so in like 40-45 minutes you can reach all the key landmarks. And now, after a long way walking, let's enjoy Sevilla by night. This is a bonus tip for you, a hidden gem of Seville, very close to one of the main pedestrian streets. There is this very little square, Plaza del Cabildo. How cool is that? After nearly 24 hours here in Seville, we are already following the Spanish habits. We just sat down at this tapas bar and it's nearly 11 p.m. So we are starving. Actually trying to find a good restaurant here in Sevilla is quite challenging because there are like so many tapas bar. Most of them are crowded with good reviews. So we lost really nearly 2 hours trying to find a restaurant. We ended up here. Let's try it. Buon provecho. Jamón ibérico, papas with some local sauce. I have no idea. What is this?
Huevas, no
what
sé,
is this?
no sé.
No sé.
I don't know.
It's like fish.
Fish.
La croqueta.
Very weird. It's like fish eggs with some honey on top. One of the most weirdest things I ever tried. One thing I noticed here that pretty much every single window has the railings like this one, but not just the ones at the ground floor, even the windows at the 5th or 6th floor. So this makes me think that maybe the city is not as safe as I thought. I don't know. I love the architecture of these buildings and these windows and balconies. Reminds me a bit of both Morocco but also Saudi Arabia. I love the fact that you are walking through these narrow alleys and all of a sudden you end up in this little cozy amazing squares surrounded by orange trees and amazing buildings. The next stop, and probably the best sight of the whole city, is the Royal Alcazar. Let's have a look. This is absolutely incredible. The Real Alcazar might be a bit smaller than the Alhambra in Granada, but actually is a must-see in Sevilla and the UNESCO Heritage World Site. It's actually still used today by the Spanish family whenever they visit Sevilla. We are finally out after nearly 3 hours exploring this massive palace. So probably we have missed some courtyards, garden, patio, but we tried our best to visit the best areas of the building. It's massive, so allow at least 2 to 3 hours plus the waiting time, which can be, well, more than 1 hour. What I love about Seville is the mixture of architectural styles. So this one behind me is of course a church, but has been built on a mosque. And this one here was the minaret for the call to prayer. So actually most of the church of the city were actually built on mosque. And of course these were converted to church once the Christians took over Seville. 100 million euro is the cost of the Metropol Parasol. Just behind me is the biggest wooden structure in the world apparently. Built in March 2011 in the center of Seville. Actually it has 5 different levels. You can get on the top and you can admire one of the best view of Seville, but I'm not gonna climb it because the entrance ticket is 15 euro and it's outrageous. Just to give you an idea, the entrance ticket for the cathedral is 12 euro and the entrance ticket for the palace Alcazar is just 13 euro, and they are much better than this one. Guys, Sevilla is full of shops that sell amazing local pastries, and we cannot leave this city if we don't try one of them. Shall we go?
Vamos! Hola, quisiera un polvorón de campana. Sí. Sí, y
¿Una torta o el pequeño?
el pequeño, por favor. Sí, el pequeño. Y quería saber qué es típico de acá.
Pues eso que lleva,
¿Sí?
polvorón, mira, esto también, yema,
Y de acá.
de almendra.
Y por ejemplo, la tarta de sidra.
También es que todo lo hacemos aquí en la casa.
Ok, perfecto. Entonces una de esa chiquita, una de esta y también una bamba de nata, por favor. Qué bomba.
What a bomb. We're heading back to London very soon, so I've been to several cities in Spain, Barcelona, Valencia, Madrid, but actually Sevilla is my new favorite one. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being so patient while I'm doing all this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and see you each other in the next adventure. Bye!